Hi there guys, it's me Mr. Fossil and I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to show you guys one of the specimens in my collection of rocks, fossils, and minerals and other natural wonders. Before me are the remains of a very strange creature. First we have its skull. The skull is very fragile, so I must be careful handling it. But that is the creature's skull. In these bottles are additional remains of the creature. In here we have some jaw fragments with teeth. And in here we have the chunk of a fragment from the skull. This chunk went inside this hole that you see here, but it fell out while I was handling it a couple months back. Here are all the remains in their completion next to each other. Here is that little piece of fragment that was inside of the skull. This is very fragile, so I must be very careful with it. These are two of the jaw bones that I found alongside the skull. And they still have teeth preserved inside of them. There was also another fragment of jaw found near the skull as well. This one has even larger teeth inside of it. And this little piece here is part of that piece that I just showed you, which just broke off. I would like to now show you guys where I found the remains of this strange creature. So we are now outside, and what you see here before you is a path that my dad dug out to go into the forest. In this area, we basically sometimes would feed our stray cats, and there were food containers here. And my dad and I decided to go into the path and get some of these containers out, and that's where we found the skull. We found the skull probably like further over there, and the other fragments, and we decided to grab them and be very careful with them and take them out of the path. But yeah, this is basically where we found it. My dad dug this out years back, and basically it goes into the forest, down and back there. So over here is my dad's bench and where we keep the snowblower and the lawnmower and stuff like that. But basically, this area is important because even though I took the skull in with me for a year or a little bit over a year, the jaw fragments went missing, and my dad, I remember, put them over here. So just last week, I decided to dig around this area, and basically, that is where I found these bone fragments. I went digging around in the rocks and in the leaves and the dirt, and that's where I found the remains of the jaws. And now I have them in my collection along with the skull complete. So now we're back in my room. I just wanted to show you guys where I found it. But now it is on to the task and the question at hand. What did these bones belong to? What was this strange creature? Let's take a closer look at the skull. As you can see on either side of the skull, there's these very curved, spiky pieces on it. It did not come with any other parts, as I know of. There could still be bones down in the path that, I haven't dug up. But, this is the only mostly complete part of the skull. It's probably where his nose used to be. But I don't know where his eyes and ears would have been. But I don't know what these spiky tips could have been used for. But yeah, that's the skull for you. But I think the jaws and the skull can reveal something of the animal's identity. As you can see, it has teeth in the jaws. Well, not many teeth, but still, there are teeth in the jaws. Some of these teeth look very curved, pointy teeth. In this jaw fragment, there's a mix of pointy teeth and even what looks to be molars in the back of the jaw. So judging from the details of the anatomy, I'm not very good with skeletal anatomy, but judging by what I can gather, this creature probably was a omnivore, like it has both the sharp and the flattened out teeth, probably for eating meat and plant material. And it obviously is not that of a bird or a reptile, but it belongs to a mammal. Now, I don't know what mammal this belonged to. If you guys know what it is, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, this belonged to some sort of mammal that I'm not really sure about. So basically what I think could have happened is, you see, the stray cats, sometimes we feed them a lot, but sometimes they would go after animals like mice and birds. But I remember in the path one time, they even I think went after a squirrel because we found squirrel hair in the path one time. Um But yeah, this hints at this probably being one of the feline's victims. But whatever the cat probably killed, I'm not too sure. I don't know if this is a squirrel. This looks way too big for a squirrel skull. But whatever the cats probably went after, it was probably bigger. But I'm not really sure what this belongs to be honest with you. But yeah, guys, these remains, as far as we can tell, are from a mammal of some kind that could have been killed by the cats that live around here. But its identity remains uncertain. But yeah, guys, bones can tell you a lot about an animal. Even the tiniest of fragments can tell you a little bit about the animal. But I'm not good at skeletal anatomy, so I can't really tell you what this belongs to. But if you guys know what this is, let me know in the comments. I want to know what your theories are on what this animal is. I've had these remains for quite some time, and I just want to know what this is. Could it be a squirrel? Could it be some rodent of some kind or something like that? Just let me know. I want to solve this mystery, and I'm just curious as a collector. But I hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned something new. As always, thanks for watching and have a great day. Stay safe and well. Bye.